Welcome to New York Police. Today, we're diving into a high-stakes pursuit full of tension and unexpected twists. Stay tuned as we follow every thrilling moment of this intense chase. It was a tense day when law enforcement received a distress call about a black Nissan Altima with Kentucky tags, driven by a man who was possibly suicidal. Early reports indicated that the driver wanted his welfare check and had shown signs of a mental health crisis. What started as a simple welfare check turned into a high-speed pursuit as the driver refused to stop for officers. From that moment, the officers found themselves in a life-or-death chase, trying to assess the situation and end it without escalating the danger.
So going towards Arkansas Avenue, in the curve, speed's 55 miles an hour, no traffic.
We're coming to you on Southwest.
Okay, we're on Arkansas, going towards Washington. Before I'll let you know if traffic gets thick, I've got a green light here. Light traffic. We're going back towards the interstate, northbound on Washington. 13, are you close where you can come up here and pit him?
Negative, I'm coming over, take 31's on 1 at headquarters.
Okay, we're coming to you. He was in the passing lane in front of Calvary Elementary School. Speed 75-ish. Don't pull out in front of me. 4 coming up on a little bit of traffic. It's still, I would say it's light on the northbound side. I've got green lights. Coming past McDonald's, almost to the interstate. I'll let you know. Okay, staying northbound, 84 miles an hour, northbound, coming under the interstate.
Yeah, I'm coming by Lehigh. I'm not sure who that spike's over there. Big 13, can you set up spike somewhere?
Decent.
On 1 inside that, light yellow. Traffic still light. Speeds of 110.
D17 Cross County, I'm in pursuit.
240, 13.
Coming northbound, coming through Caldwell.
Around to I get to the Caldwell. They're probably coming up on me pretty quick before I get to the Caldwell Bridge. 13, you get in, you can pit if you got that pit bumper. Yep. Coming to Caldwell, still northbound, speeds 100.
The pursuit began on quiet streets, with speeds gradually climbing to 75 miles per hour. The driver skillfully maintained a distance from the officers, making the chase even more intense. As they passed intersections and residential areas, the car finally merged onto a highway with sparse traffic, allowing the officers to close the gap. At one point, the car hit speeds of 100 miles per hour, and it became clear that drastic action would be needed. Law enforcement decided to deploy spike strips to stop the vehicle. The car's speed continued to rise, reaching 110 miles per hour, and the officer's decision to act quickly became critical. The intense pursuit seemed to be reaching its peak as the vehicle approached the next major intersection.
Yes, if you cannot see him, you cannot see his hands, don't rush that car.
D4, he's ejected. Hang on, we're going to clear this car first. Clear? Clear. Hey, okay, try to get in. Can you see his hands?
I see his left hand.
Okay.
Nothing in it.
Hands are clear. They're clear. Hey, buddy. Hold that. Yes. Send them. I got a pole. Send them. Send them.
Let me go get.
I'm going to get my AED.
The car was eventually stopped using spike strips, and emergency responders were immediately called in. Officers approached the car and found the driver ejected from the vehicle, unconscious and with no visible movement. Although the driver still had a pulse, his condition was dire, and medical teams rushed to apply life-saving techniques. With the use of an AED, they worked to stabilize him. The driver was quickly transported to the hospital, but the emotional toll of the high-speed chase remained on the officers' minds, knowing that they had narrowly avoided a tragic end.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. Come on, get it on.
Definitely that car. Yes.
Definitely the whole car.
You did? Yes.
He's got. No, he's got. Here, give me some gloves. Here, take those.
A high-speed chase unfolded when law enforcement received a report about a gray SUV that was refusing to stop. The officers quickly identified the vehicle heading north, and the pursuit began. As the SUV sped away, disregarding all attempts to pull over, the situation quickly escalated into a dangerous chase. The officers knew they had to stop the vehicle as it was posing a risk not only to the suspect, but also to other innocent drivers on the road.
Taking a right on standby. Taking a right on Cottle. We're going to be 1037.
Yeah, we're good. 1037.
Yep. You guys know you want primary or not?
No, we're primary. Is Jacob down? I'm visually calling him.
We're going to be eastbound Emma. Eastbound Emma.
Yeah, where you on him? Well, they'll do Washington County just want to take over.
10-4. Desmond, you want primary? We're east on Knoxville.
Yep.
John, Adam, Mary, Tom, Adam, Edward, Ida.
Yeah,
We're on the residential on NTV, I guess, yeah. Speed's about 90. Passenger provider, 10 to regular.
yeah, we're passenger by Willie Sun and Passenger Washington.
We're going to be south on Knoxville. We're east on Emma. My apologies. We're south on Knoxville.
Yeah, we're southbound on Knoxville.
I'm trying to get a TBI here.
Yeah, we're trying to do that. 38, 78. Secondary, okay, call it. Yeah. Speed about 110, that's still southbound. Yeah, we're southbound, 230. Still southbound, not for long. Still southbound, not for long. I have no labor. I have no labor, so sorry. What's not on this? Yeah.
TBI.
Yeah, what you got on this? 100%.
Back westbound.
Yeah, we're still listening.
Okay, I'm primary southbound Butterfield Coach.
Yeah, we're southbound, Butterfield Coach. 494 and secondary unit still speaking. There comes secondary again. Yep. Take this 100.
wrong side.
Back to the right side.
County unit, update. County unit, right.
West on shallow.
Simple west on shallow.
Going towards Greg. Going south on Greg.
We're south on Greg.
Let's go to my email has the first answer. 45 on the secondary. 45 use that car to take him out.
Take more passes, take more, still set them.
West on north.
Take more west on North Street.
The SUV continued to accelerate, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, weaving through heavy traffic and narrow streets. The situation grew more intense when the vehicle began driving in the opposite lane, adding even more danger to the chase. Law enforcement attempted various strategies to stop the vehicle, but the suspect refused to give up. The chase went on with the SUV smoking heavily as the tires started to give out. Despite the struggle to maintain control, the driver kept pushing forward, making it nearly impossible for the police to catch up. The chase felt like an endless battle of wills between the officers and the suspect, with every turn increasing the danger.
Get on your knees. Get over there, ma'am. Step to. Get us some units up here. Get some units up here. All right. Don't move. Do not move. Do not move. Do not move. Turn your head that way. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. I don't give a fuck about your knees. Jam behind your back. All right. You're all right. Well, you understand we're going 100 something miles an hour. You think my patience is down here? Get over here. I ain't nothing to do with that. I don't care. 15, 10, 15, 3 times.
Eventually, the police were able to block the SUV, forcing the driver to stop. With nowhere to go, the suspect was ordered out of the vehicle and onto his knees. The tension was palpable as the officers secured the area and ensured that the suspect wasn't armed. Despite his resistance and defiance, the situation was under control. After a thorough check and no weapons being found, the suspect was taken into custody and the vehicle was towed away. The chase, which had started as a reckless attempt to evade capture, ended with the driver facing the consequences of his dangerous actions.
Okay, we know. Calm down. We all calm down, all right? All right. All right. Let me pat you down right quick. Yeah, tell me to release. You can release the net.
Yeah, we're all yes. 10-6-3.
They can get released with one of them too. Okay, what now? My dog? Yeah. We'll take it from a dog person. We'll take care of it. All right. Where's your dog? Okay. We'll take care of it. Come on over here, boy.
You guys anything from us?
No, we good. Oh, rattle me around there. Let me double lock though. I don't want them tighten up on you, all right?
You get my phone?
On June 19th, 2022, at 21:21, I was patrolling on Moreland Avenue when I observed a white Chevrolet Impala with no Georgia license plate. The vehicle then turned right onto Custer Avenue. At this point, I activated my emergency lights and sirens and attempted to perform a traffic stop at the intersection of Custer Avenue and Moreland Avenue. The driver, later identified as Mr. Willie Lee Postel, with a suspended Class C license, failed to yield and improperly passed another vehicle, initiating a pursuit.
Hey, Jason, where you at?
Let me see your fucking hands! 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 Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground!
The driver continued accelerating, recklessly increasing his speed while showing no regard for other vehicles. As we approached the intersection of Custer Avenue and Bouldercrest Avenue, the driver ran a red light and entered the intersection. At that point, TPR Guerra attempted a precision immobilization technique, PIT, on the vehicle, making contact with the driver's side rear bumper. The Chevrolet rotated counterclockwise and began traveling south on Bouldercrest Avenue. CPL Go-Down took over primary pursuit and successfully made contact with the Impala's passenger side rear bumper. Mr. Postel then exited the vehicle and fled on foot. TPR Guerra displayed his service weapon and ordered Mr. Postel to get on the ground, but Mr. Postel refused and continued running north on Bouldercrest Avenue, then turned left onto Custer Avenue.
What you run for, man?
The 936 are out. We got 2 hits. I was involved in one of them.
What you run for, bro? Yo, wake up! Wake up!
He's fine.
What do you run for? We go secure my car real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
After a brief foot pursuit, Mr. Postel fell to the ground, but continued to disobey lawful orders by TPR Guerra and CPL Go-Down. Despite repeated commands, he refused to roll over and place his hands behind his back. CPL Go-Down deployed his taser to effect the arrest. Upon speaking with Mr. Postel, I noticed a strong odor of alcohol on his person, along with bloodshot, watery eyes. EMS was called to the scene to evaluate him, but he refused transport. TPR Guerra read him the implied consent card at 21:59, and Mr. Postel verbally refused at 22:01. After the incident, Mr. Postel's vehicle was inventoried before being removed. During the inventory, a half-empty bottle of New Amsterdam vodka was found on the driver's side floorboard, along with a 16-ounce Budweiser in the driver's seat. In the trunk, there was a 12-gauge TriStar shotgun. A criminal history check on Mr. Postel revealed multiple felony convictions dating back to July 19, 2001. His vehicle was then released to statewide towing. Mr. Postel was transported to Atlanta Medical Center for medical clearance and then to Fulton County Jail without further incident.